Hello and welcome to Head and Shoulders, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. And you see the title of today's content. This is our pre-Olympic coverage right here. And if you're coming after that, then cool. You just like to listen to the analysis and breakdown of whether this turned out to be true. But this is going to be the breakdown of what Marie-Josee TA LOU can do in order to win a medal or even win the 100 or 200. I know a lot of people want to say that she has absolutely no chance of winning, but that's not what this is about. Obviously, the deck is stacked against her, but hey, look, this is the breakdown, what she can do, what things can happen to actually cause her to win. All right. So before we get into today's content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment. It helps the algorithm. We're breaking down each and every athlete. I have videos on other athletes as I'm breaking down athlete by athlete within the 100. So this isn't just one video on her, because some people come under the videos and ask about, hey, how did you do this? Yes, I did. It's just that people search for certain things. If I title it somewhere, 200 views. If I put a certain name in there, 20,000 views. That's just how it goes. So if you want to see that, look through the channel first, and then and I have this in a playlist. Then if you don't see it, then comment there. With that being said, here we go on the screen. The path for TA LOU to win or medal in the 100 or 200. And that can very well happen. Obviously, she's done it in the past, right? She's done it in the past. You know that she could put in the work. Now, what you're seeing right here is actually 2019 on the screen. There's the women's 100. Here's 2019. Remember, she was ranked top 5. I think she might have been a little bit less than that. She still might have been actually top 5 with a new PR that she got at the Khalifa International Stadium in Doha. She winded up finishing 3rd. Now, very similar to that year, Richardson didn't make the World Championships. It was a little bit different in the circumstances, but again, Richardson not there. Now, she winded up being in the top 3. Dina Asher-Smith got 2nd. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce obviously won. And then Elaine Thompson was doing the Elaine Thompson. All right. So here we go again. She's once again in the top 5. Now, this time around, we got an extra person here. It's Shericka Jackson. Will Elaine Thompson do the Elaine Thompson here and it's not there? Will it be a Jamaican sweep? That's a actual likelihood of what could happen. But let's look at her resume, right? Here's TA LOU's resume. Her personal best, that happened. She matched it in, she got it in Doha, right? And then she matched it again in Doha at a different stadium. So it's 1085. Now, her 200, 2208. And that's a national record, all right, for the Ivory Coast. Now, here's the thing. Let's look at her honors, what she's gotten at the Olympics. In Rio, she got 4th in the 200, 4th in the 100. At the World Championships in London, she got 2nd in the 200, 2nd in the 100. World Championships in Doha in 2019, she got 3rd. Now, I am sure, and even in the World Indoor Championships in the 60 meters, now this is important. She got 2nd in 2018. And then 2016, obviously 7th. But the thing is, I've named her as the cleanup crew. If the other athletes are falling off, she's there because her PR isn't there. She's the 2nd shortest in the field. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is the shortest at 5 feet. She's 5'1". And so her results speak for themselves. Anybody that you could see her finish as 2nd, 3rd, or whatever, 2, typically it's going to be a Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce or one of the big names, the big scalps there. The ones that are in front of her. She is right there each and every time, losing by inches and centimeters and everything. I think she's tired of getting that 2nd. She actually said she thought she had a chance to win right here. Let's go back to this. Right here in 2017, she thought she had a chance to win that 100, but what ended up happening? We had the American that winded up doing it because that year, for whatever reason, hey, it happened with Elaine Thompson not performing up to what she should have, her standard, and what she even looked like in the prelims. The prelims time would have won this race. right here. So with that being said, hey, Ta Lou is tired of getting second, third, fourth. She wants to get an Olympic medal. And this is what she could do. Now, in the 100, she's got to do what she has to do. That one is going to be the harder one for her to get in. The 200, we're going to have some, but I got to break this down. Now, 100, hard pressed to say that she actually even medals this time around, but there's a chance because she knows how to pop up. She and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce got a similar profile, not only in height, but as far as their starts. If you look at the field, Ta Lou and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce typically got a very similar start, which Fraser-Pryce typically has her beat. Looking at 200, it's a little bit easier to see because they actually have the bend where you see it. She even gets up on Asher Smith. I know somebody came at me in the comment section saying, you said Asher Smith has a bad start. I was like, I never said that Asher Smith had a bad start. I said she has a start that's just there. She knows how to run the bend. That's different from a fantastic start, okay? Running the bend, for example, Johan Blake had a bad start, but he ran the bend when he ran the second fastest 200. Michael Johnson slipped out of his blocks and had a fantastic bend when he slipped out his blocks when he had set the then world record at 1932. Those are two different things. Somebody can run a good bend and they have a good start. Compared to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Dina Asher-Smith is an all right start. She's got a very good start. I wouldn't say excellent start. That's just what it is. If you disagree, that's fine. But somebody's saying that I said she had a bad start. I never said that. But anyway, I said she has the capability of having a bad start, maybe. But I wouldn't say that she has one. It's just there. With that being said, we got too many people in front of her. If Elaine Thompson actually runs to her potential, I mean, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, I can't doubt that. That's 2 medals taken already. Then we got a Shericka Jackson that's there that's looking like she's coming into the prime of her life. That's going to be hard. That's going to be the one that she takes out. But also Elaine Thompson. She sometimes may be a head case. Sometimes her injury might flare up. So that's going to be the question mark there. But if she's the healthy one, that's going to be hard to beat. She's going to need a new PR in order to get in the mix with them. But with Shericka Jackson, if she's the one that actually has to run the rounds of the 4x1 in addition to this, right? She's going to have 2 extra races in her legs that Ta Lou wouldn't have. I don't think that the Ivory Coast will have her run as the top athlete the rounds for the 4x1 unless they really needed her to make the final. I don't think that's going to happen. So what's going to happen here is one of these 2 athletes, Elaine Thompson or Shericka Jackson, is going to have 2 extra races in her legs. And I'm going to say, because Elaine Thompson did better race here, they might just go by the Jamaican trials. See, that's the biggest question mark, is who is going to run those extra 2 races in the prelims and semis for the 4x1. And it depends on the order of events too, on how that goes and with the 100-meter final. See, that's going to be the question mark here. And I know some people don't want to think about it and they think, hey, look, on paper, this is going to happen. But hey, maybe Elaine Thompson gets shafted in the 100 just because she got to run extra rounds. Or Shericka Jackson, which otherwise might have done well, but because Jamaica has 3 great athletes this year, well, she gets shafted. Unfortunately, they can't have 3 alternates. They only had 2. So one of those top 3 ladies, and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, if they put her on there, that's going to be the weirdest thing ever to see. They are smoking. So Marie-Josée TA LOU, she ain't got much of a chance unless one of these 3 top ladies falls off and or she hits a PR. If she can hit a PR and break 10.8 right here, then and she's right there within her PR. So I'm certain that she can get a PR. The question is, can she get a PR and break 10.8? If she could break 10.8, I think she's got a bronze. Now let's go over to the 200. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're looking for 10,000 subscribers by the end of October. Definitely. So in the middle of November, we are breaking up to that. And after that, we're going to have animated races. So if you guys are interested, a little bit commercial break here. If you guys are interested in something like that, definitely comment below. We're having a membership for that helps fund those animated races because we're going to do those. They're going to be like a 2-minute race, 100 meters. fantasy races, we might have an Asafa Powell versus an Elaine Thompson, and then we equalize them for gender and the speed. So I might have two races where they're both men, both of them are women. Then we equalize them, or they both run men's times because it's still going to be Asafa Powell, still going to be Elaine Thompson-Herah. Or we have an Asafa Powell versus or a Marlene Odie versus Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce type of thing. Devers versus Gabby Thomas type of thing. So anyway, in the 200, Gabby Thomas, people don't agree with this one, but hey, I just got to give it. I've never seen Gabby Thomas do the move that she did right here. That seemed like a one-off move. I'm going to say it over and over and over again. If she does it again, she's replicated that. Great. She's never had the season that she's had now. And that's all it takes. One good season. That's what happened with Flojo. She had one good season, breakout season, and then it was just like, hey, the rest is history, right? That's all they need. But I got to be true to analysis and statistics. The past is the best indicator of the future, not the only one, but the best one. And so Gabby Thomas has not yet proven herself to have the top level of performance of, hey, I'm going to be able to move in the last 50 or 60 meters, just like I did at the U.S. Championships, because the time is irrelevant here. She has a great time. Cool. I'm talking about the move. What happens if Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Shericka Jackson, or Ta Lou, where's Ta Lou down here on this list? Ta Lou is next to her in that last 50 meters. Yeah, maybe she can break down Ta Lou, but Ta Lou even stayed with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and then passed her up at the one race. So this is some evidence too that she might be able to have it. Now, I already can hear you guys down there. Oh, she was playing possum and everything. Hey, look, a loss is a loss is a loss, right? Okay. And if whatever the training was, that happens. I'm just saying what the facts were. She stayed up with her and she was able to pass her up. This was one of the only times that I saw something like this happen, but it happened. So with that being said, can Gabby Thomas face the pressure? I already did a breakdown of her race, actually. I was going to do a new one, but I think that's good enough. Let me know if you guys want me to do a new breakdown, an updated one, but I don't think I need to. Now, I think, oh, wow, I'm getting a call here. I think that Ta Lou needs to come out of that curve with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. After she did something like that, I think she's got it. Even though the time that she's run so far isn't that quick, I think that she knows how to peak at the right moment. She hasn't been showing the top form in the 200 right here, but she's been in the races where they counted. She's finished second or third or something like that behind the big names. And if she can consistently do that, if she can put it together again, she can get up in this mix. She's got a lot of people to pass up here. Now that I look at this again and look at my notes again, she's going to have a very difficult time in this 200 in order to get there. Even if she's running at near her best times, she's got too many people right here. Prandini, if she can do that again, I trust Prandini because of her past. We've seen her qualify for championships before. Jackson, she's in the form of her life. She's performed at the 400. She's done her rounds. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, I can trust her in this. Gabby Thomas, I can trust that she's going to run a good time. The thing is, will she be able to do the kick? That's the only question I have here. I don't have any doubt that Gabby Thomas can do a good time, but like I said, can she do this again? Shanae Miller-Uibo. If Shanae Miller-Uibo is going to peak at the right time, Dina Asher-Smith, she's basically going to clown a whole bunch of people here. That's what I think. Dina Asher-Smith doesn't have to run as hard. She hasn't had to peak at those times because, quite frankly, the British selection team selected her. It's not quite like the U.S. or Jamaica where you got the trials and everything. So with that being said, she didn't have to necessarily peak at any specific point. She just had to do what she needed to do. I'm sure she trained through the British trials when she did that 100 because she was shaking around like a washing machine. So Marie-Josée TA LOU, what she has to do is she got to come out of that curve. She got to run that bend really well. She's got to be there with 120 meters at 120 meters with 80 meters to go. She's got to be there because she does have somewhat between that 80 meters and about 60 to about 55 meters. If you watch her races, she has that ability to close a little bit, and she's going to need to be there with the big names, close up on them, because what's going to happen right after that? Shericka Jackson, Shanae Miller-Uibo, they're probably going to be able to make a move. If she's right there with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she's good. I don't think Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce closes there. If anything, she can maintain and then have an even one. So if she can stay on the shoulder of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, because they got a very similar start, she's just slower overall. If she can do that bend, which is very similar to Fraser-Pryce, I think she's in for the medal hunt. Then here comes Dina Asher-Smith, which, like I said before in the other video, she runs that even race. So I think in order for Ta Lou to be able to get a medal, she's got to run the heck out of that bend. She's got to be right up there with Fraser-Pryce out of the curve. She's got to be out of the curve with Fraser-Pryce. And if Fraser-Pryce happens to have one of her bad 200s, not saying that she will, guys, listen to it, okay? If she happens to have one of her bad 200s, she at least has to be ahead of the closers. She's got to be ahead of Miller-Uibo and Jackson. She's got to be ahead of them. When it comes to Elaine Thompson-Herah, now that's going to be a different thing. I don't think she has the huge closing. She can't close. She's not as strong as Jackson. We see that already. She can close, but she's not as strong as Jackson. I think she's going to have to be able to run that one hard. She's going to have to make that move out of the bend. But if Ta Lou is ahead of Thompson-Herah, that's good too, because she can close a little bit, but get 1.5 meters on her, get about 1 meter on her, it's going to be harder. And she could at least hold on for a medal. That's what I think she has to do in order to get a medal. Do you guys agree, disagree? Let me know with that. If you are the first time listener or a listener here that's just, you know, shadow listening, definitely subscribe. Once we start getting up to bigger subscribers, like I said, these animated videos, if you want to become a member, comment below, hey, I want to be a member. And then I'll send you the link. It's not like it's a arm and a leg or anything like that. You can determine if you want to go over the basic membership or whatever like that. Definitely let me know. But that's how we do that. I think I'm going to do the next race. I did Miller-Uibo. I've done Thompson-Herah. Maybe I'll do one on Jenna Prendini, because I really haven't covered her yet. I've covered, I think, everybody else. Oh, maybe I did not cover Shericka Jackson yet. I need to look back at my videos to see that. So Prendini and Jackson are the last two, I think, in the 200. And obviously for Jackson in 100 that I have to cover. That being said, I'll catch you all on the next one.